Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, this is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Alex Smith and the Washington football team.
We're at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Moments ago, a scene that's played here since 2004. Big Ben Roethlisberger greeted by this sold-out Heinz Field crowd. His Steelers getting set to match up with the Washington football team. Set to get this one going. And we are underway from Heinz Field. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Steelers making their way out, and with their longtime starter, Ben Roethlisberger, leading the way.
We talk so often about his physical attributes. Of course, the Big Ben nickname, his ability to take hits in the pocket, his ability to extend plays and get outside of the pocket. But how about this for efficiency? Top 10 in career NFL passer rating. He's one of the top 5 winningest quarterbacks in NFL history. That's pretty darn good.
Leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Steven Sims set to return it for Washington. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by a man who's taken a long and courageous road back to the NFL, their veteran quarterback, Alex Smith.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Smith, short throw to the tight end Thomas. Smith, 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Smith on the keeper.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 30-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Connor on first down, able to take this one forward for about 6.
Connor, the ball carrier.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
53 check 53. Second turn, defense, let's go.
From the 39, Roethlisberger, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. As they've got it with a third down coming up. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
First down and goal to go.
Ready? Lock 80. Check 53. Exit. Let's go.
Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
Chase Yard.
So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run, making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle, no running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Smith. Over the middle, it's Thomas. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Washington.
Smith's pass.
Logan Thomas, 76 yards. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 53's the mark. 53.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and now it's 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And the throw there going to be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over in your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Washington offense set to take over. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
First down, Washington.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Off to Thomas on the left side. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Play action. It's Smith. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now you got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 12-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Ben to throw again. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And Washington now going to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try.
Yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead.
Steelers 10, Washington 7.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Alex Smith and company heading back out there now. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
So far, he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, here's Smith. Over the middle, open is Thomas. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Looking long for Thomas. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Smith. He'll go underneath with this one to McKissick. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. And this now 3rd and 11 after that 2nd down completion actually went back a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Danny Johnson returning, and they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return, Washington takes over 1st and 10. At their
now we get another look at Washington on offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
On second down, it's Gibson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Smith. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
45-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will knot us up at 10.
Ties the game at 10.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Dustin Hopkins.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own.
Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
7 yards, the pickup there. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protecting himself as best he could while completing the play.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. His throw incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
Ben Roethlisberger is sacked.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Here's Jordan Berry now, standing just outside his own goal line. On the return is Sims. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
45-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, Smith to the right side and complete to Thomas.
Smith's pass.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
3rd down.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They'll run with McKissick, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
Holding, receiving team.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They go draw play. This is Samuels. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
34-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Roethlisberger. Hitting Juju on the slant. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
3rd down and 10.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it with Connor, and he is not going anywhere. They stop it for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. On 1st down, it's Smith. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Complete to Kelvin Harmon. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Steelers' 45-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Smith. Catch here, left side, Thomas.
Smith's pass.
Call it a gain of 3. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Smith. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Alex Highsmith able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Second down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a dump off here complete. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
On 3rd down, it's Gibson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. This for the lead in the final stages. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Connor. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Here we go. 2:30.
They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Connor. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the
Partner,
play.
you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Connor. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Now it's Connor. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming.
A 29-yard attempt.
And it is good! He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Steelers have won the game. A little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.